Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19. Let's get started now. The Book of 2 Samuel chapter 19 marks the end of a turbulent period in the history of Israel, as King David finally returns to Jerusalem after fleeing the city following the rebellion of his son Absalom. In this chapter, we see the consequences of Absalom's rebellion and David's eventual return, as well as the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation in restoring a broken kingdom. The chapter begins with news of David's victory over Absalom's forces, but instead of rejoicing, David is overcome with grief at the loss of his son. Joab, David's general, rebukes him for this, reminding him of the danger he put his loyal soldiers in by grieving openly for his enemy. David is eventually convinced to return to Jerusalem, but the return is not without its challenges. As David approaches the city, he is met by two groups of men, the tribes of Judah and Israel. The two groups had been at odds during Absalom's rebellion, with the tribe of Judah supporting David and the other tribes supporting Absalom. The division between the two groups is still evident, as the Israelites accuse the men of Judah of being thieves, who stole David away from them during the rebellion. However, David is able to reunite the two groups by reminding them that they are all part of the same nation, and that their petty disagreements are not worth dividing the kingdom over. David is then met by two individuals who had betrayed him during Absalom's rebellion: Shimei, a member of Saul's family who had cursed and thrown stones at David during his flight from Jerusalem, and Mephibosheth, the son of David's old friend Jonathan, who had sided with Absalom against him. Shimei begs for forgiveness and David shows mercy, sparing his life and promising not to harm him. Mephibosheth, on the other hand, claims that he had been forced to betray David by his servant, and David chooses to believe him, welcoming him back into his court. The chapter ends with David finally being restored to his throne, with the people of Israel and Judah coming together to celebrate his reign. This restoration is a symbol of the power of forgiveness and reconciliation, as David was able to set aside his grievances with those who had betrayed him and bring his kingdom back together. It is also a reminder that even the strongest of kingdoms can fall apart if they are divided by internal conflicts, and that forgiveness and unity are essential in creating a stable and prosperous nation. In terms of teaching application, the story of 2 Samuel chapter 19 provides several valuable lessons for individuals and societies alike. First and foremost, it demonstrates the importance of forgiveness and reconciliation in healing broken relationships. David's decision to forgive Shimei and Mephibosheth, despite their betrayal, is a powerful example of how forgiveness can lead to greater understanding and compassion, and ultimately pave the way for healing and restoration. Secondly, the chapter highlights the dangers of division and conflict within a society. The division between the tribes of Israel and Judah, as well as the betrayal of David by his own son, serve as cautionary tales of the dangers of infighting and the importance of finding common ground and shared goals. This lesson is particularly relevant in today's world, where political, social, and cultural divisions can lead to unrest and instability if left unchecked. Finally, the chapter serves as a reminder that true leadership involves putting the needs of the people ahead of personal grievances and interests. David's decision to prioritize the unity of his kingdom over his own desire for revenge or punishment is a powerful example of how leaders can build a stronger and more cohesive society by prioritizing the common good over personal agendas. In conclusion, the book of 2 Samuel chapter 19 illustrates the complex and multifaceted nature of leadership. David, the once great king, experiences a range of emotions and actions throughout this chapter, from deep mourning to decisive action. He is forced to confront the consequences of his own failings, as well as the challenges presented by those who seek to take advantage of his weakness. Yet despite these difficulties, David ultimately demonstrates a capacity for growth and redemption. He recognizes his mistakes, seeks forgiveness, and takes steps to make amends. He also shows a willingness to listen to the perspectives of others, including his advisors and his people. Through this chapter, we see that leadership requires not only strength and courage, but also humility, self-awareness, and the ability to learn and grow. We also see the importance of communication and collaboration in effective leadership, as David relies on the support and guidance of his advisors and works to reconcile with his people. Overall, the book of 2 Samuel chapter 19 serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities and challenges of leadership, as well as the potential for growth, redemption, and reconciliation. It encourages us to reflect on our own leadership qualities and to strive towards becoming the kind of leaders who are capable of learning, growing, and making amends when we fall short. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.